Hello guys, welcome to the first person shooting again. This time we'll be looking at the GFX 50R. Well, I'll select the 50 3.5 on it just to show you the merits of the camera with the autofocus and all. So enjoy. Even though black helps to a degree, it being an A4 size sheet, and imagine written cheese on it, meaning the size of this beast of a camera is almost impossible to miss. So I do not suggest this camera for shy people to take the shot. The shutter sound is not quiet. I would rather say it is as loud as a cassette player. Here you go, have a listen. And I would say turning on the electronic shutter, making it silent totally, makes your photos all wobbly and I don't know, unusable. So that's not an option on the streets. So the sneakiness wise, this camera gets a 4 points out of 10, and that is all due to the shutter sound being pretty loud and the camera being pretty big. So you always get to bruise the scene with this big hammer. But it's fun. It's fun at times, yeah. Not all the time. I mean, you miss your smaller compact camera with silent shutters skills, but at the end of the day it's just the experience itself for me. You know, I don't have to get the shot. It really fills my hands, and keeping my lenses small, it really feels like a rangefinder. Weight is all up to your lens choice. If it's a light plastic lens, then you can operate it with a single hand. Yet the size will require both hands whenever you want to make a change. But for larger lenses, camera is too flat to have a good grip on. Focus speed is acceptably good. It misses a shot or two every now and then. Yet if you have your time and shoot with care, it will get you that shot. But that is not why I got this camera for. To foreshadow, I got it for manual lenses. More on that later though. So the usability wise, it gets an 8 points out of 10 because everything is there. I mean, your shutter dial is right on top, and whenever you're using manual lenses or the native glass, you can see your diaphragm and all the settings just looking at the camera from above. And this is so much what I'm used to, so that's why it gets an 8. I mean, if you're like used to using a DSLR, then it might take some time, but it's not hard to. Style-wise, it is a rangefinder style camera, and since that is my favorite type, because it leaves half of your face open, it gets you more into the scene. But I still think this is just a matter of preferences. So style wise, this camera gets a 7 points out of 10. Good job Fuji on that. Color science is very clean as long as you keep your ISO settings down up to 3200. When you start to go above, it starts to break apart. It is slightly over 50 megapixels, and I never had as many pixels as that in my hands. And it is awesome to use this on streets, so you can easily crop up to 80% into the photo whilst keeping it intact. Files are a breeze to play with, lots of dynamic range. So the image quality wise, this camera gets a 9 points out of 10. Yeah, it's a keeper just for that. For the everyday carry, I've got my GR still, but this camera is to take to the unknown places to me, to the places that I might not get a chance to visit again. As I always say, you only get to live once, so you better take the shot with the best camera you can afford. So the next episode is going to be about how I shot for the night time for the last 2 years with the GFX. Well, that was with the Leica M mount lenses, because they have much better diaphragm openings. They are just better for nighttime shooting. Plus, it's always easier to zone focus with them. So, if you want to see how the Leica mount lenses work on the GFX, stay tuned.